Good morning, everybody. Hello. How are you? Welcome. My name is Roman. If you don't know who I am, where to begin? It has been a long time since I've made a video, and I've been thinking about you a lot. I've been wanting to come here, check in, say hi, reintroduce myself, but also just catch you up on everything that's been going on, because a lot has been going on. Where do we begin? First of all, grab yourself a cup of tea, because I'm gonna try and just do this as a one take or very minimal editing, and just sit here, chit chat to you, cozy vibes, get yourself a snack, cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever you like, because yeah. Also, please excuse my voice. I am sick. I've been sick for the past few days. I caught like the flu or like a head coldy thing. But I'm on the up, you know, that's why I have energy to do this. But anyway, first things first, if you are not new here, I was about to say are new here, you may be like, yo girl, where are you? You're not in your room this time. Nope. First things first, I moved house at the beginning of March. That was hectic. That was great. It is great, and it feels super cozy. It's great. I put up this print of mine. That's actually a photo I took. I call it the three men because there's three guys sitting, and I think it just works really beautifully in our living room. I'm really happy with it. I moved in with a good friend of mine, and yeah, just honestly immaculate vibes. We have similar taste. We're slowly decorating more and more. We've got this couch, maybe one of the first big purchases. Yeah, first big purchase. We've got the coffee table that you guys are on. We got a TV just the other day, and I'm so stoked. That is pure manifestation at its finest, because I was researching TVs. A big thing for me was that I really wanted like a crisp, delicious, high quality TV. I was ready to invest. That's like my big purchase, you know? And I was researching, saw them on, you know, the JB Hi-Fi and all the main places to buy TVs, but then I wanted to look at like a secondhand one on Facebook Marketplace, and literally the exact TV that I was researching in JB Hi-Fi came up on Facebook Marketplace for like $200 less, and I was like, yes. Anyway, and we got it through all the messages that this woman got. We got it, and I'm just really grateful. It's beautiful. But anyway, side thing, it's really such a fresh start. Like, it's a great way to have a fresh start, and something that I deeply needed, and am still needing, and I'm just spitting everywhere. Moving house has been a really positive and beautiful way to kind of cultivate that and bring that back to myself. Yeah, and I am honestly just so grateful. Second of all, a huge thing is that I went and played my first ever show in Sydney. I don't even know if I have clips of it. Like, I didn't really document it. I don't know why. I was just like, it was a hectic time. I had just been accepted here and was like moving, blah blah blah. But anyway, regardless, I think there may be some videos. I will try and pop stuff up. I opened for this amazing artist named Merpie. She put out a call like about a month before the show or so, and I just commented, and she chose me for some reason, but like, I'm super grateful. And it was her first show back in Sydney after 5 years, with her band. Her band were amazing, super fun. We all just like hung out in the green room and played this Neanderthal game. It was really funny, and a real good way to like get to know people real quick when you don't know anyone, you know. But it was really nice. And then just I kind of wandered around Sydney and spent a few days there, because I'd never really explored Sydney too much, and I just spent a few days there and then stayed with a friend as well. And it was really nice. It was really nice to do that. While I was doing all of that and moving as well, I also played 2 other shows earlier in March as well. And I don't mean to just bypass that. Like, it actually was so great, and I'm extremely grateful to have been able to be selected and to just be able to like get more and more gigs and like bigger gigs, you know, bigger opportunities. Like, I do not take that for granted at all, and that's exactly why I want to document them, and I should have documented it a lot better, but yeah, that's why I want to do that, because these things can just come and go so quick, and I don't want to forget how I feel. And I want to talk about some music as well that I've been listening to. That was something I've been meaning to make as well, everything I've been listening to, but I'm gonna kind of combine it all here. So I apologize if this video is super sporadic. While I was in Sydney, and this is a good segue into everything that I listened to in March, while I was in Sydney, I went to this guitar shop because I have had the experience, and I actually did document it here, of when I went and played in Darwin and my strings broke and I didn't have spare strings. So it's like a little superstitious thing for me now. Always have spare guitar strings. I think in general, not even a superstition thing. Anyway, I didn't have strings with me, so I was like, I need to go to a guitar shop because I'm not having that happen. Thankfully, where I was staying, there was a guitar shop like diagonal from me. So one day I went across the road, went inside and bought the strings and a spare battery for my pickup, and I just ended up chatting to the guy who owns the store, and we just started talking about music and recommending things and what we've been listening to, and he put me on to an incredible artist named Yola. This album sounds so timeless. It sounds exactly like what you'll hear from the 60s, 70s, like soulful, a little bit maybe rockish. I just cannot recommend her more, and we honestly just blasted her music in the store, and he was just so passionate and excited, and I was equally passionate and equally as excited, and it was just such a beautiful experience. Just, that's all I want to do, is share music, you know, with people on the street, people in the stores, people here, you guys, and it was honestly amazing, and I love that album. Someone else that I recommend who, yes, I am biased. I got my phone here, so that's what I'm checking. Yeah, I'm biased because she's my friend, but I cannot express to you how proud I am of Aurora. Soul Child. She just dropped a new album. It is so, so beautiful. I hope you can see it. I'll put it here, you know, all of that. If you like poetry and are into poetry, or you just want to open up your genres and discover something, she is a spoken word artist and poet, and she collaborated with this jazz trio, and they made a beautiful jazz poetry spoken word album, and it is like just an incredible piece of work. It's something that, like, you can hear the years of talent and work and dedication that she has just worked on throughout her whole life, as a lyricist, as a vocalist, as a musician, as a creative, and honestly I think this is such a beautiful representation of that hard work over like 10 years. Anyway, yeah, Aurora's my friend, but honestly, like, it's such a beautiful body of work, and I'm not even someone who reads poetry too much or knows too much about that world, but like, you just hear it. All you have to do is listen. A few more people that I listen to is Autumn by Hannah and the Heartstrings, also another friend, a Melbourne-based artist here. I went and saw her live for the first time, and it was just so incredible. Like, she's a work friend of mine, so you know when you start to merge out of the work relationship into like more of a friend and social relationship, and I knew she was going to be good, but it was so amazing. Her stage presence was so assuring and powerful and bold and loud, without it like overstretching her vocals or anything like that. And then her whole band, she has like a 7-piece band, were just so tight. Like, you can tell that they've played for years, they are all friends, they know each other, they know their parts, and and it was just like so tight, so great. Also Trisha on the drums, oh, she's great. She's also another friend, and it was just so enjoyable to see these people just doing the thing that they want to do, that they're so good at doing, that they just have so much fun. And yeah, these guys are such talented musicians, and it was just such a pleasure to watch people do that. I also discovered Luella with Headlights. It was this Instagram reel popped up, and it was like the hooky segment of the song, and it's like him and his band in a living room playing live, and it was like just great vibes straight away, but also the song, the hook, the melody I really loved, and so I saved it, listened to it, really liked the song, and I would love to be in that room one day. Damn. Another Instagram reel find or TikTok find was Josiah Bassey with the cover of The Dress. I love The Dress by Dijon. It's one of my favorite songs of all time, I reckon. Like, the amount of times I've played this. But his version is such an R&B soul sound. He just does it so well, and like does it justice for tapping into a different genre and style with it, and I love it. I love it when people do that. They know their vocal range and they do it very well. Another honourable mention of a Melbourne-based artist is Emery. She recently put out this new song called Prominence, which is a neo-soul R&B, but like has this jazz, like pop jazz drum production elements to it. If you like Natalie Slade, I think I've mentioned her here, very Hiatus Coyote vibe, and neo soul with electronic influence. This song is great. As you know, I've been wanting to stick at reading a lot more, but make it more of a habit, and honestly it has been. I've been still a slow reader, don't get me wrong, but I have been reading, and it's been really nice. It's been really relaxing, and just something that I'm finding more and more joy out of. So I wanted to share with you. I think I definitely have mentioned it here probably 100 times, but I finished this book, The Emperor of Gladness by Ocean Vuong. You know that Ocean Vuong is like one of my favorite authors. He's great, and this book is great. Like, I honestly just I'm so impressed with people who can write such mundane life and everyday and like mundane kind of characters as well. Like, there's not a huge plot twisting thing happening in this book. You're kind of just following along this character, his inner monologue, his interactions and relationships with people, and the things that he's struggling with are so human. And to be able to capture that, to be able to like truly embody and understand what those feelings feel like, but then to be able to write it and articulate it in a way that's like genuinely effortless, I love. And I am someone who likes more of a slower paced book, or I don't mind slower paced books. So if you don't like slow paced books, you probably won't like this, and that's okay. It did take me like 3 months to read. Again, I'm slow at reading. So there were times that I felt like I was a bit out of it and lost just because I had a bit of a bigger break with certain parts. That's all on my own part. I sat with the ending of the book. I sat with the book in general after I read it, and I was like, no, that was really good, and it was a 5-star. It was a 5-star for me. So yeah. And the new book that I'm currently reading is actually a collection of short stories, because after this is a big book for a slow reader. Huge. This is Upstream by Mary Oliver. Again, someone who can write such mundane, not even mundane, just like the very essence of being a human and the human experience and the connection with nature. She loves nature, that's why I look at that cover. There are just things in here that she just taps into of what it means to be a creative person, and like what it means to pursue the creative pursuit. She just also writes in the writer's perspective of taking on other writers or authors or artists' work that she admires, and like what that means for her to be able to embody and like to then practice, not just read about that and talk about that amongst friends or whatever, but actually embrace it and utilize it and make stuff in a way. But it's in a way that you're not trying to just like make stuff. It's in a way that is very authentic and tapping into you, you know? Sometimes I read stuff and I'm like, I have no idea what you just said. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's too profound for me and my little brain. So I have to reread things a lot, or I just have to like take time to process what she's saying. I really appreciate it, and I've been underlining a lot because this is mine to keep. This is like, oh yeah, there's so many things in this that she has said that I'm just like, wow, that was beautiful, and I hope it sticks in my brain. Don't know what happened there, but the sun just went away. But yeah, that is Upstream by Mary Oliver. It's been delightful. I'm definitely keen to be coming back here. I'm really keen and happy I made this and that we've just been hanging out. Again, sorry if it's super chaotic. I feel like I was jumping all over the place, but yeah, a lot of things have been happening. There is a huge thing I wanted to share with you. Let's go back just when I was moving out and everything. Moving out and figuring all of that out, going to work a lot and gigging and all these things, blah, blah, blah. I also took it upon myself to decide to do this posting challenge, which was a 30-day posting challenge where, yeah, you post every single day for 30 days, and at the end of it, you and whoever else, it was like open to the world, whoever really commit to it, go into, like, split a pool of money at the end of it. And I took it upon myself to try that and to see if I could do that. And it was terrifying because I have this fear of being perceived and being seen, and I thought, you know what, we gotta change this, girl. We gotta change these actions and mindsets and stuff. I posted every single day for 30 days, and I was like, wow, like, that feels amazing. I did it, and I really committed. I pushed through the times that I didn't have an idea, that I didn't think an idea would come, that I had no idea what to post. I pushed through the fear of being seen or the fear of posting, thinking that, oh, you know, getting over that inner monologue of, oh, maybe this is a dumb idea and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I did it. And then come like a few days later or whatever, a week later, you know, they're like looking through everyone's applications and like checking that everyone's done it. And unfortunately, I did not see this one criteria of just signing this like document or like filling out this document that was needed to then like tick all the criteria that I completed it. Even though I did post every day and I did it and I did everything else, this one form that I needed to fill out, I missed, unfortunately. So I didn't get paid. I didn't get to do that. And that's okay, but it did really hurt because I also have my own wounds with some certain things. But honestly, I am still really proud of myself because I posted, I committed, I did it, I pushed through all the times that I didn't feel like I said, I didn't have an idea or didn't know what to post and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it sucks not feeling like you get the reward per se that you hoped for. You know what? Looking back now, I'm like, nah, like, I'm not gonna let that stop me. Like, I did it, you know, and I know that I can do it because I've done it already. So that's also why I wanted to come back here and share that with you, but also just come back and be like, get out of my head of thinking I can't do it, you know? It's okay. It's fine. It's done. And we're here. We're hanging out. And I'm keen to, yeah, just check in more regularly and get back into the flow of things. I feel like I'm figuring out this new flow and system and routine for myself. But this has felt really good. So thank you for being here. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying a long time ago, I think that's everything that I want to share today, and kind of catch you up on just a bunch of sporadic things. I'm sorry that it's been bouncing back and forth, but I've kind of covered everything now. But it's nice. It's nice to be here. It's nice to see you. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for being here. And I really look forward to sharing new stuff and just, yeah, checking in and catching up soon enough. And it won't be as long because I don't want it to be, you know. But yeah, anyway, thanks for being here, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.